In these extraordinary times, welcome to the August 10th meeting of the Zoning Board of Appeal. First up is a request for an extension, appeal number 2020-018, Annette Renner. They're requesting their third and final one-year extension, expiring August 27th, 2024. Do I hear a motion?
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
All right, Mr. Barnes.
Aye.
Mr. Gazillo.
Aye.
Mr. Whitmire.
Aye.
Mr. Zawiski.
Aye.
And I vote aye. Tracy, you're on.
Okay. Appeal 2023-038, AD Enterprises, 426 West Main Street, 166 Sweezy Avenue, Riverhead, Suffolk County Tax Map Number 600-128-2-14.1, Railroad Avenue Urban Renewal Overlay District, zoning, proposed mixed-use building site plan, AKA The View. Applicant requests variances and a relief from Chapter 301-151.6A, where proposed side yard facing side street for corner lot is 5 feet, minimum required is 10 feet, and Chapter 301-236A2, where proposed landscape buffer abutting residential use on Suffolk County Tax Map Number 600-128-1-11 is 0 feet, minimum required is 10 feet. This was adjourned from July 27th, 2023.
And Tracy, for the record, the original application, there was a change in relief requested, correct?
Correct, and it
And
was
was it-
reposted, and it was also renoticed.
Good evening, Counselor. If you just kindly state your name and your address.
The applicant, David Gilmartin Jr., 2317 Montauk Highway, from the law firm Greenberg Traurig. We did appear at your July 27th meeting. We made a full presentation at that meeting. I won't bore you or re-bore you with that presentation, and I knew that the board wanted to consult with the planning staff, so we're here to answer any questions and hopefully move the application along.
When you had discussion with the planning staff, where you're asking for 0, will there be any kind of fencing or any other kind of buffing?
Yes, there's a proposed 6-foot PVC white fence
Okay.
to separate our property from the neighboring property there. And then there's a 26-foot wide fire lane that's grass pavers. And-
Right.
And then it's the parking lot that's behind it, so there won't be any structure that's not at grade.
Residential, right. Okay, thank you.
Anyone else have a question? Anyone in the audience have a question? Anyone on Zoom? Anyone on Zoom have anything to say about this application? Going once, twice? Let's have a reading.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, I move that the appeal of 2338 AD Enterprises, 426 West Main Street and 166 Sweezy Avenue, Riverhead, tax map numbers 128-2-14.1. It's located in the Railroad Avenue Urban Renewal Overlay District zoning, and for variances and relief from Chapter 301, 151.6A, where the proposed side yard facing the side street for a corner lot is 5 feet, minimum required is 10 feet. And Chapter 301-236A, subsection 2, where the proposed landscape buffer abutting the residential use on Suffolk County Tax Map, which is, I believe, 121-111, with a 0 minimum required is 10 feet. Be approved in accordance with sketches and plans were filed with the building inspector.
Second.
Mr. Zawiski.
Aye.
Mr. Whitmire.
Aye.
Mr. Gazillo.
Aye.
Mr. Barnes.
Aye.
I vote aye. So the appeal's been granted, and you know the process.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Best of luck.
Appeal 2023-040, Robert Lepore, cabin 84, 310 Pulse Landing Road, Wading River, Suffolk County Tax Map Number 600-37-1-1, RB40 zoning. Proposed relocation of existing bungalow. Applicant requests variances and/or relief from Chapter 219-14A2, where proposed relocation, reconstruction of existing bungalow is not specifically allowed development under Chapter 219-14, subsection B. All development in bluff area is prohibited unless specifically allowed by Chapter 219-14, subsection B.
Evening, Mr. Pershenowski. If you kindly raise your right hand, do you swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
State your name and your address.
Vic Pershnowski, 533 Elton Street, Riverhead, New York, here representing Mr. Lepore, who I think is on Zoom. So I'm going to present the affidavit of posting and mailing and photographs when I put the posters up, and today that it's still up. And I want to present this to the board. I took some pictures of the front of the house and the neighbors so we could see what you're doing. Thank you, sir. This is a very straightforward application. The existing house, of course, you know, this community was created 60 years ago or more when there was absolutely no zoning or environmental regulations in place. The applicant purchased this several years ago, and as you could see, the top two pictures, it's approximately less than 7 feet from the edge of the bluff. The bottom pictures there show the two neighbors to the east, one to the east, one to the west, how far back they are. They're at least farther back. So certainly the project is not out of character with the neighborhood, and it's really for more safety as time goes by and nature takes its course. You know, everybody's worried that it's too close to the bluffs and erosion could occur and something catastrophic could happen. All the engineering's been done on this. There's health department approval. We have a letter of non-jurisdiction from the DEC, and the Oakwood Association has approved the project. As you know, it's an association, and I think they own the property, and the homeowners own the buildings. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong on that.
No, you're right.
So you have the site plan there, and I'm here to answer any questions. And he's, you know, willing to, of course, at his expense, to move it back, and it's really close. I was up there, I took the picture. It's remarkably close to the bluff, so it's one of the few houses that are left there.
Okay.
He's not going to put anything in front of the house, though,
Oh,
right?
absolutely not. No,
pools or
no,
anything
no.
like
The purpose of is, it's all on that site plan, Leroy. It's, no, the purpose of moving it back is to,
Just want to
absolutely
make
not.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Anyone else to be heard on this matter? Zoom? Please, step up to the microphone. And if you'd be so kind as to raise your right hand, do you swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? Please state your name and your address, and just pull that microphone down. There you go.
Doris Conti, 31 Slate Hill Drive, Poughkeepsie, New York. I'm also a resident of Oakwood.
Okay.
So I just have two questions. Where's the cesspool, and what's the liability if the cliff gets damaged when the house gets moved?
He has the engineering, so I would say he could explain it.
What's the liability of Oakwood if the cliff gets damaged when the house gets moved?
We're not finished. We have a review letter from the planning department. That question I'll get an answer to. I can't answer that. The septic system has been, it's on that survey, and it was approved by the Suffolk County Health Department. It's in the, it's gonna be up there. Oh, yeah, we're going to the new organic system. Yes.
Where is it going to be?
It's right here. Let me show you. Right here. He owns, the property goes across the road. Well, actually, it's all the same property. Everybody's house is this, that's where the organic, that's the new system. The house is gonna be moved back, and that's where they're gonna be the septic system.
And then the liability of the cliff?
You mean during construction? have to get an answer to that, so. You know that all the property is owned by the association? Yeah, I know, okay, right.
You have to speak into the microphone, because
Right,
we
go
have
ahead.
to hear what you're saying.
So
She
the
has to be
property is
sworn in.
owned by all the residents of Oakwood. If the cliff gets damaged, that's, everyone's liable. So the liability needs to go to this homeowner.
Did she swear?
Are you an officer of the association? Oh, you're just a homeowner, okay. Oh, no, I'm just, okay, I know we have a letter approving it, but that's an answer we'll get to you. We'll get an answer to that.
I want to know, hurry. Yeah. Anyone else have any questions?
So Vic, I would suggest you get her information and forward to her the answers, if you can.
Absolutely.
Thank
I
you.
was going to do that anyhow, Mr. Barnes.
Well, if you want us to vote on it, it would help. If you want us to vote for it.
No, I know, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why we posted the, of course.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to adjourn you to our next meeting, which will be September 14th.
Okay.
And so what I have to do is the health department, the septic system's on your plan there, so that's not even an issue, and it's been approved by the Suffolk County Health Department. So it's just a liability question on the bluff.
Okay, one more time. Anyone on Zoom have anything to say? Okay, let's move this to September 14th.
So moved, Mr. Chairman. Appeal number 2023-040 be moved to September 14th, adjourned to
Gotcha.
second.
I second. Both in the 30s, 40s.
Yeah, he said.
Okay, so we have Mr. Barnes,
Aye.
Mr. Gazillo.
Aye.
Mr. Whitmire.
Aye.
Mr. Zawiski,
Yes, aye.
and I vote aye. See you at the next meeting, September.
Okay, Appeal 2023-041, Riverhead 55 LLC, care of Justin Soloff, 1155 Northville Turnpike, Riverhead, Suffolk County Tax Map Number 600-84-3-2, RA40 zoning, to propose from manufactured dwelling. Applicant requests variances and a relief from Chapter 301-11, where proposed front yard setback is 46 feet, minimum permitted is 50 feet.
Mr. Cuddy, good evening.
Good evening. Charles Cuddy, 445 Griffin Avenue, Riverhead, New York, for the applicant. This is a house, a brand-new house, that was erected on Northville Turnpike, just a little bit north of Middle Road. It's a modular type unit, so that it was brought to the site. Unfortunately, the contractor and builder didn't recognize that when they looked at the plans, that the garage protruded out 4 feet more than the house did. So the question really is, can they get a variance for 4 feet for that mistake? The house was there when they found out that it was that close, but it's not any closer than any other house because the other houses actually are much closer to the road than 50 feet. So what we're asking for in this case is a 4-foot variance, which is less than 1% on a substantial basis. It certainly doesn't affect the neighbors. It has no impact on the environment. It's in a residential area. So my request is to give us a 4-foot variance for the garage, and it's pretty de minimis, and that's all I'm asking for.
Okay. Frank B., you have anything to say, or on Zoom? No, anyone in the audience have anything to say? Let's have a reading.
Wait, something has something.
Oh, please, step up. And if you'd be so kind to raise your right hand, do you swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? State your name and your address, please.
My name is Alan Hatcher. I'm the next door neighbor to that property. I live on 1145 Northwood Turnpike, and I have no objection to the variance that he's asking for, but I have a driveway that's on their property, on the deed, and the previous owner was Carol Joins. She passed away before she gave the proposal. I have a survey with a 10-foot water easement going back to the hall to her property, and the property, she had a brain tumor or something, and she never submitted it to the building department or whatever. So that's what happened, but I've been living at that address for like 20 years, and she had a verbal agreement with me. She actually put a stone driveway in to the back, to her property with a gate for that easement. And after they bought it, they wanted to put a leaching pool. His house to my house is only like 20-some feet from my property. He wanted to put a leaching pool in the driveway and said I couldn't use the driveway anymore because of the leaching pools I wasn't allowed to drive over. And I just told him, I said, there's no way that a leaching pool should be that close to my house anyway. So they changed it. They moved it over a little bit. But my thing is, I just want, me and the guy, his name is Anthony Rivardas, he's the developer or whatever. We had a verbal agreement that they was gonna give me a part of the property, because my property, I only got like 5 feet from my house to this 10-foot easement. I have a survey here with showing the proposed 10-foot easement, and they didn't honor it because they're saying it wasn't never submitted. So, but me and this guy had a conversation, and they was gonna give me part of the property so I still have access to my backyard through it, but I just wanted to, I don't know if this is the right format, but I just wanted to see,
Why not?
can I talk to someone here to see,
That gentleman right behind you.
to make sure, so, because when they sell the property, the new owner might well take it from me and take my access from me. So I just wanted to see, could I, get
Why don't we take a
somebody-
break?
Yeah.
You and Mr. Cuddy go outside, have a discussion, come back in, and we'll take the next one up, and we'll wait for you guys.
Okay.
See how we do, okay?
All right.
Thank you. All right, so let's have a reading for the next one.
Okay, so, we have Appeal 2023-042, which is on the agenda. It was set up to be for this evening, but it had to be renoticed because there was an error in the application. So that'll be on for the September 14th meeting.
That's fine.
And then Appeal 2023-043, Christopher Ennis. The applicant had asked to have the appeal adjourned to the September 28th meeting.
Okay. Who has that one?
September 28th, 28th.
Yes.
Which one is that? You just wanted adjournment, right?
Right.
Mr. Chairman, I respectfully move the appeal of 2023-043 to be adjourned to September 28th, 2023.
Anyone want a second? Second. There we go. All right. Mr. Barnes.
Aye.
Mr. Gazillo.
Aye.
Mr. Whitmire.
Aye.
Mr. Zawiski. Aye. And I vote aye.
Appeal 2023-044, John and Susan Mallinson, 47 Kirby Lane, Jamesport, Suffolk County Tax Map Number 600-70-2-11, RB40 zoning, remove existing and construct new single-family dwelling. Applicant requests variances and/or relief from Chapter 301-16, where proposed dwelling is 967 square feet and 1,200 square feet minimum is required. Chapter 301-17, where proposed side yard 4-foot minimum, when minimum 25 feet required. Chapter 301-17, where proposed combined side yard 25 feet when minimum 55 feet required. Chapter 301-17, where proposed front yard 10.1 feet when minimum 50 feet required. Chapter 301-17, where proposed rear yard 44.6 feet when minimum 60 feet required, and Chapter 301-17, where proposed impervious surface 27% when maximum 15% permitted.
What do you got for us?
Thank you, Mr. Thomas.
Good evening, everyone.
If you kindly raise your right hand, do you swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
State your name and your address.
All right. Chuck Thomas, architect, 206 Lincoln Street, Riverhead, New York. Here tonight on behalf of John and Susan Mallinson, 47 Kirby Lane. We're looking to basically replace the house that's on the property now. make it slightly bigger. Currently, the house, the existing house has approximately a 2-foot setback to the north. We're looking to double that, increase it to 4 feet. We're looking to maintain the existing front yard setback and the side yard setback to the south. We're looking to also add approximately 8 feet in the rear. The house, existing house, is on locust posts and concrete block, and it's beyond lifting up and fixing, so we decided to rebuild. We do not believe this will cause an adverse effect in the community. I have 2 letters of support in the package from neighbors on either side. I handed those over as well. I have additional copies. Those were emailed to me. I could read them if you like.
We'll accept them.
Okay, and we have another neighbor who, if it's required, would be happy to speak in support of the application as well. So we do not believe it's an adverse effect in the community. We really tried to design a house that would fit within the character. You know, it's basically a 1.5-story house. We really didn't want to go too high. Maximum height we're proposing is 25 feet 6 inches. So it is more of a cottage. We don't believe the house will be out of character. We don't believe this is a self-created hardship either, because the lot was created prior to zoning. The house didn't receive the letter of pre-existing use until 4 months ago. And, you know, with the new zoning, we would not be able to build on it at all. And we do have Suffolk County Health Department approval for the new IA septic system. So we do not believe there will be an adverse effect to the environment.
Okay.
Tracy, do you have those letters of support in the file? Do you want to see them?
I have additional copies too.
You want to see them? Don't want to see them? Oh, okay.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I just.
That's fine. Anyone else?
I don't believe that would be.
She wanted to testify.
Do you want to say anything?
Want to say anything?
No, I just wanted to know if they wanted me to sign, if you wanted me to sign.
Okay, that's fine. Anyone on Zoom to be heard? Frank B.? Going once, twice, 3 times. Nobody else? Who's got it?
I've got it. So, Mr. Chairman, with respect to appeal number 2023-044, I move that the appeal of John and Susan Mallison, 47 Kirby Lane, Jamesport, Suffolk County Tax Map number 600-70-2-11, which is in residence B40 or B40 zoning for variances and/or relief from Chapter 301-16, where proposed dwelling is 967 square foot, when 1,200 square foot minimum is required. Chapter 301-17, where proposed side yard of 4 foot, when minimum 25 foot is required. Chapter 301-17, where proposed combined side yard 25 foot, when minimum 55 foot is required. Chapter 301-17, where proposed front yard is 10.1 feet, when a minimum of 50 foot is required. Chapter 301-17, where proposed rear yard of 44.6 foot, when a minimum of 60 foot is required. In Chapter 301-17, where proposed impervious surface of 27%, when maximum 15% is permitted, be approved in accordance with the applications and sketches with amendments thereto, if any, as filed with the building inspector.
So moved.
Mr. Barnes?
Aye.
Mr. Gazillo?
Aye.
Whoop. Throw a second in there.
I second.
There we go. Mr. Barnes?
Aye.
Mr. Gazillo?
Aye.
Mr. Whitmire?
Aye.
Mr. Zawiski?
Aye.
And I vote aye. So best of luck with your project.
Thank you very much.
Take care, good night.
Nice to see happy neighbors. All right, let's see how Mr. Cuddy is doing.
I'll go out and check.
I'll
Yeah,
send
please.
I'll send them an email.
Thanks, Mark. Well, sure. Harry.
I'll be frank if you'll be earnest.
While we're waiting, just so you know, I've received all the minutes up to date now.
Okay.
She might want to talk. See what she's leaving. It's too late.
Fred,
We come back?
What's this?
Yeah.
Okay. We can't do, wait, no, we can't do anything. I'm just saying if they made it. Any luck there, Mr. Cuddy?
Somewhat. I understand what they're looking for. They're asking that a water line go to actually the building in back of our place where they have a community center. And there was supposed to be a water line that was connected from, it's not there yet, connected from the road to that property in the back. And they also are asking that they have a small driveway area, and they're going to need an easement for that. I don't have the authority from my client to say yes. I think it's rational to ask for it, but I'll have to go back to him and ask him.
Okay. You know, according to council, it's a private matter, so you're gonna have to work it out with them. There's nothing,
I told him I would recommend it. I understood it seems to me a fair thing to do, but I'm just not the owner, so
Mr. Cuddy, you always do the right thing, so.
hopefully we'll get it done.
Yes. So, we're gonna approve it. You wanna adjourn it or?
No, I don't know, I'm asking.
No, we're gonna approve it, and you have to work this out between
Yeah.
yourselves.
And we will. I think we'll be able to do it.
Thanks, Mr. Cuddy, as always. All right, let's have a reading.
All right. I move that the appeal of Riverhead 55 LLC, 1155 Northville Turnpike, Riverhead, Suffolk County Tax Map Number 600-84-3-2, Residence A-40, Residence -40 again, zoning for variance and or relief from Chapter 301-11, where proposed front yard setback is 46 feet, minimum permitted is 50 feet, to be granted in accordance with the applications and sketches with amendments thereto, if any, as filed with the building inspector.
So moved. Second.
Mr. Barnes?
Aye.
Mr. Gazillo?
Aye.
Mr. Whitmire?
Aye.
Mr. Zawiski?
Aye.
And I vote aye. So, best of luck, Mr. Cuddy, but I'm sure, knowing you, you'll work something out to keep everybody happy. Thank you very much for coming. Do I hear a motion to accept the minutes of the last meeting?
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
All in favor?
Aye.
Do we hear a motion to adjourn?
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much. Meeting's over.
Amy, too much pressure.
How do we do?